Good afternoon, everybody, and happy Monday to one and all. It's time once again for Strat-O-Matic Baseball. I'm your host, Spokane Steve. I'm going to bring you a game today between the California Angels and the Minnesota Twins at Minnesota. The completion of the doubleheader we started on Saturday, and the second of a three-game series. The Angels won the first game and are on a 4-game winning streak now. Jim McLaughlin gets the start for California. Camilo Pascual for Minnesota. Earlier game start time today, because I have to go out and grab a couple of things before the playoff games start. Excellent, exciting game between the Mariners and the Tigers last night. I tell you, I really thought the Mariners were dead in the water, down 0-1 facing Tarek Skubal, but they managed to pull one out in extra innings. Meanwhile, what about Toronto, New York? Holy cow, the Jays have really taken it to the Yankees, the first two. To the delight of pretty much everyone who isn't a Yankee fan, I imagine. I'm fine with it. I would have liked to seen a closer game. I mean, right? Kind of lost interest in that series by the fifth inning in both games. But that kid starting for the Blue Jays, wow. What did he have, 14 big league innings? Didn't allow a hit? That's crazy. I heard that the Blue Jays manager turned to Scherzer, Gausman, and a couple of the other veterans when he was going to remove the pitcher, and he said, "Wish me luck. I'm going out there." And welcome to Frank, who in his play of this game, pre-play, whatever you want to call it, had the Angels winning it 8-4. That was, wasn't it? That was about as pretty of a home run as you'll ever see. He just unloaded with a line drive bullet to left field. Holy cow. As the saying goes, anything traveling that far that fast ought to have a damn stewardess on it. Let's take a look at the numbers for our starting pitchers today. McLaughlin 1-3 with a 4.80 ERA. He's made 8 starts. He has one complete game. It was a shutout. He's also worked 5 games out of the pen and has logged 51 total innings. Camilo Pascual is having a fine season for the Twins. 7-5, 2.92, ranking among the league leaders in ERA. In his 14 starts, he's completed 3, and all 3 of them are shutouts. So his 3 shutouts leads the league. 96 innings of work. On the surface, numbers look pretty similar in real life on the cards. McLaughlin, night and day, though, lefty-righty, one of those rare reverse split righties. Very tough on lefties. Righties hit him, and they hit him for power. 4, 6, 7, and 5% of 5. So 7 1/4 numbers of home runs. Pascual pretty balanced, a little better against righties. Let's go ahead and get you the Angels lineup. We can get this one started. Jose Cardinal back in the leadoff spot in center field. Willie Smith will play left field. Jim Fregosi at shortstop hits third. Norm Seaburn back in the lineup at first base against the right-hander. Ed Kirkpatrick in right field. Frank Malzone gets a start at third base. He'll bat sixth with Bobby Knopp at second. Tom Satriano catching the nightcap. And McLaughlin, the pitcher, hitting ninth. Umpires for today's game is Larry Knapp behind the plate, Lou DeMuro at first, John Rice at second, and Jim Odom down at third. And with that, we're just about set to get started here. Knapp says play ball. Pasquale's ready to go to work. And up steps Jose Cardinal to start things off. Jose hitting .246, 6 home runs, 25 RBIs. Pasquale with the pitch. It's a 2-8 right-handed, and Cardinal hits that one into right field. It's going to drop in front of Hall for a leadoff single, and we are underway. With the speedy Cardinal at first, let's take a look at the battery. Pasquale, a poor hold, +4. Zimmerman with a -1 arm, so a +3 battery. Cardinal at 20, held at 18. 18, too good to pass up. Willie Smith stepping into the box. Smith just 12 for 66 so far. That's a 182 average. Cardinal rolling for the lead, 2-3-6. 8, he does not get it. And here's the pitch to Smith. 4-6 left-handed. Grounder down to first base. White at first. Mincher down to Tovar for 1. Back to first, not in time. That'll go as a 3-6 force. Possibly a slight break for the Twins as Smith no threat to run. So the speedy Cardinal off the base paths. 1 down, and here is Jim Fregosi. Fregosi, .320, 6 homers, 35 RBIs. Leads the club in most all offensive categories. Pasquale from the stretch. It's a .212. It's a high fly ball to deep left field. Killebrew back at the track, at the wall. It's gone. Home run, Jim Fregosi. And just like that, the Angels take a 2-0 lead. On a .212 homer to 9, he rolled the 6. And for Fregosi, that's his 7th home run of the season. Base is empty, 1 away, and here's Norm Seaburn, the first baseman, hitting .237, 1 home run, 12 RBIs. Pasquale with the windup in the pitch. It's a .311 right-handed. He hits that one the other way, through the 6th hole and into left field for a base hit. And now Zimmerman jogging out to the mound, perhaps to settle Pasquale down a bit. Ed Kirkpatrick will be the hitter. He's hitting just .176, 4 home runs, 11 RBIs. Pasquale out of the stretch. 3-6 righty. He pops him up on the right side. Mincher will take it. Is that so, Frank? That's amazing. Thank you for that tidbit. Two down, and here's the third baseman, Frank Malzone. Just 8 for 40 so far. Still looking for his first home run as Pasquale set. Delivers a .310 righty. Comebacker. Pasquale throws him out, and that's the inning. Angels strike for 2 on a 2-run blast by Jim Fregosi. And as we go to the bottom of the first, it's California 2, Minnesota coming to bat. As Jim McLaughlin warms up, let's take a look at the Twins lineup. Very similar lineup as game one for the Twins with two exceptions. Cesar Tovar leads off at shortstop. Rich Rollins is at third base. Tony Oliva in center field bats third. Don Mincher moves back into the cleanup spot against a right-hander. He'll play first. Harmon Killebrew is in left field. Jimmy Hall back in right field against the right-hander. Bernie Allen at second base moves up a spot. And Jerry Zimmerman will catch the nightcap and hit eighth, with Pasquale batting ninth. Hello, Gonzalo. Charge the mound. Who's going to charge the mound, Gonzalo? Okay, bottom of the first. Here's Tovar. Tovar at 261, 1 home run, 7 RBIs. McLaughlin with the windup and the pitch. It's a 2-6 righty. Base hit up the middle for Tovar and leadoff man aboard for Minnesota. Tovar with speed on the bases. McLaughlin a +2. Satriano a +2. So a +4 battery for California. Tovar at 20, held on at 18. And Rich Rollins steps up to the plate. Rollins 286 now, 5 homers, 20 RBIs. Tovar rolling for the lead, 2-5. That's going to be a 7. He does not get it. On the back number, he is a 12. The pitch to Rollins from the stretch is a 2-7, just outside, ball 4. And the first two Minnesota batters reach here at the bottom of the first. And up steps Tony Oliva, probably their best player. You could argue between him and Killebrew, I suppose. Killebrew's certainly having the better season in the replay. Oliva, 246 average, 9 homers, 33 RBIs. First pitch a bit outside. McLaughlin pitching carefully to Oliva. Now the sign and the next pitch on a 5-7 lefty. Swung on and missed, strike 3. First strikeout of the game. Oliva's down on strikes, and here's the first baseman, Don Mincher. Mincher hitting just 218, but with 8 home runs, 20 RBIs. McLaughlin's pitch is a 6-11 left-handed. Grounder to first base. Seaburn has it, goes to Fregosi for 1. Back to first, not in time. That's going to go as a 3-6 force. Rollins is erased. Tovar to third. And with runners at the corners and 2 away, here's Harmon Killebrew hitting 327. His 15 home runs and 52 RBIs, both among the league leaders. McLaughlin checks the runners. The pitch to Harmon is a 4-6 righty. Swung on and missed, strike 3. McLaughlin wiggles out of the jam, strikes out 2 in the inning. For the Twins, no runs, a hit, 2 left. And after 1 inning of play, it's 2-0 California. I'm afraid I don't know much about 1910s baseball, Gonzalo. As we go to the second, it's the bottom third for the Angels. Knopp at 224, 4 home runs, 25 RBIs. And leads the league in triples with 10. Pasquale into the windup. 2-8 right-handed, grounder to second base. Scooped up by Allen. Flips it over to Mincher, 1 away. Here's the catcher, Tom Satriano. Backup catcher, just 8 for 47. That's a 170 average. The pitch from Camilo on a 6-6 lefty. Ground ball wide to second. Allen's there to scoop it up and throw him out. So 2 grounders to second, 2 down, and here's the pitcher, Jim McLaughlin. McLaughlin, a 1, right-handed batter. Pasquale comes in with a 1-8, swung on and missed, strike 3. 1-2-3 inning for Pasquale, who settles down nicely in the second. And the score remains the same. Jimmy Hall will lead off the second for the Twins. Hello there, Kathy. I will absolutely indulge you. And the question is, let me see if I understand this correctly. Second favorite pastime beer? So what's the first favorite? And greetings and welcome to Kenyon Gray. Fire away, Kathy. You may want to rephrase that because I, for one, don't understand it. And what's the pastime beer? Is that what you drink while you're watching the national pastime? Oh, okay, you're saying, so if baseball's 1, what is your second favorite pastime? And does it have to be beer? Or does it? The chat's favorite pastime, beer is second. Hello there, Cosmo. So if I'm interpreting this correctly, you guys are supposed to list your favorite pastime. I am well, Cosmo. How are you doing? Oh, questions about beer. Okay, sure. Gotcha. Well, Kathy, fire at will. Jimmy Hall leads off the bottom of the second. He's hitting .326 on the season, 12 home runs, 25 RBIs. Here's the pitch from McLaughlin. 3-3, grounder to second base, fielded there by Bobby Knopp, who throws him out, 1 down. Here's Bernie Allen. You can find him at the top of the page under Who's Hot. Bernie in his last 10 games batting .412 with a homer and 6 RBIs. On the season, .291, 5 home runs, 27 RBIs. The left-handed infielder standing in. McLaughlin's pitch on the 2-5, just outside, and that'll be a walk to Bernie Allen. 1 out walk to Allen. Not held at 17, but he does have that 8 automatic caught. He's not a star stealer. And here's the catcher, Jerry Zimmerman. Zimmerman, the backup catcher, done a fine job. Besides being a 2E2 -1, he's bat excuse me, he's batted .255, 12 for 47, 5 RBIs. McLaughlin out of the stretch, 4-8 right-handed, and he loses in ball 4. Back-to-back walks issued by McLaughlin here in the bottom of the second. And here's your first question. This brand uses "It's the Water" for its slogan. And remember, be sure to answer in the form of a question. No, you don't have to, but it did, the way it was worded, Kathy, it did sound like a Jeopardy question. Hell, I could almost hear Alex Trebek saying it. I know this one. I'm going to let you guys take it. It was my dad's beer of choice when I was a youngster. Yeah, I absolutely know. It's what my dad drank. I'm going to let the other fellas take a crack at it. If they can't get it, I'll chime in. Here's Pasquale. He's a 3 right-handed hitter. Poor Butter, he's going to swing away. On a 3-6, struck him out. Nobody's got this one, huh? That's surprising. Okay, here's Tovar, singled his first time up. The pitch from McLaughlin on a 4-7. Righty, liner to second, single to 8. Here's the play. He's speared by a leaping Knopp. A nice play by Knopp ends the inning. For the Twins, no runs, no hits, 2 left on. And after 2. Well, guys, it was Olympia, and there was a horseshoe on the label. I will attempt to sing the jingle for you. Mind you, I can't carry a tune in a boat, but it was "Ole, ole, oh, it's the water," and a lot more. Ding, 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 ding. That was fun. Hello, Franklin Lawn. I realize I'm starting a little too early for Ben. Time's all due to the MLB playoff schedule, of course, and the Angels come to bat in the top of the third, and they'll send up the leadoff man, Jose Cardinal. Cardinal singled his first time up. Pasquale with the windup and the pitch. It's a 6-12, grounder to first base X. Tough chance for Mincher. 3E12. Here's the play on a 19. He's got it. Flips to Pasquale covering, and there's one away. 3-1X. Got another one for us, Kathy? There's Larry. Welcome, Larry. Billy Smith 0 for 1, scored a run after reaching on a fielder's choice. The pitch from Pasquale, a 6-3 left-handed, grounded to the pitcher X. Pasquale, an excellent fielder. 2E0. On the 19, he makes the play and throws him out. Not an easy play, but Camilo made it look easy. Warm in Portland, Maine, and still hot and humid in Florida as Jim Fregosi comes to bat. Fregosi, of course, launched a 2-run homer in the first inning to provide all of the scoring so far. Pasquale Ball comes in with a 210 righty. He rips that one into left field. That's going to be over Killebrew's head and roll to the wall. Fregosi heads for second where he's in the standing with a double. Is it too early for a cycle watch? Fregosi with a homer and a double. In case you're wondering, he has 7 triples on the season. Two down runner in scoring position for Norm Sieber, and he singled his first time up. Pasquale checks the runner. Now comes to the plate, 5-8, grounder to second base X. That's Allen. Tough chance for Allen, 322. Here's the play on a 16. He's there to plug the hole and throws to Mincher to retire to the side. Nice play, Bernie Allen, to end the inning. No runs, a hit, 1 left for the Angels. And it's still 2-0 going to the bottom of the third. Here's the next trivia question pertaining to beer. Who did Anheuser-Busch send their first case of Bud to after Prohibition lifted? I'd like somebody to send me a case of Bud, and I'm not talking about beer. Okay, we need McLaughlin on the mound. Rich Rollins will start it off. Rollins walked in the first. McLaughlin ready now. Comes in with a 3-5 righty. Foul ball left side. Malzone in foul ground and puts it away. One down, here's Oliva. Struck out in the first. McLaughlin's pitch is a 4-10 left-handed. High fly ball to shallow center. Coming in is Cardinal, waiting and puts it away. Wow, was it really Al Capone? That's cool. No, Larry got it. FDR. You got to read the whole thing, Steve. Come on. And as an interesting tidbit, that was the first time the Clydesdale horses were used. Oh, to transport the case. Interesting. Here's Mincher with 2 away. McLaughlin's into the windup. 3-9 right-handed, and he hits that high and deep to center field. Going back is Cardinal. He's not going to get there. Mincher rounds first, digging for second. He's in with a 2-out double. Mincher in scoring position with 2 down. Here comes the dangerous Harmon Killebrew. McLaughlin gets the sign. On a 4-5 righty, grounder to short X. That's Fregosi. Fregosi, 236. Here's the play on a 2. He's not going to get it. He knocks it down. Ball rolls away from him, and that's going to go as an infield single. Stopping at third is Mincher. So the Twins with runners at the corners and 2 out, and Jimmy Hall steps up to the plate. Thank you, Cosmo. I appreciate that. Frank asks what beer was known to have the 10-minute head. I don't remember that one. Anybody? Runners take their leads with 2 down. The count runs full, and they'll be off on the pitch. Here comes the pitch to Hall on a 6-6. Fly ball to straightaway center. Easy play for Cardinal, and that'll do it in the third. No runs, 2 hits, a pair left. And through 3, it's 2-0 Angels. The Angels trying for their 5th win in a row. Minnesota stumbling of late. And they now find themselves, is it 4 or 4.5? 4 games behind the Orioles. 2 ahead of third place Cleveland Indians. Yeah. It was also known as the dry beer. That's the one with the 10-minute head. The dry beer. This must have been an East Coast thing. I have no clue on that one. You know, where you live, Cosmo, I have no doubt of that. To be honest, I'm mostly into the edibles these days due to my COPD. Kirkpatrick, Malzone, and Knopp come to bat for California in the 4th. Pasquale with the windup on the pitch. 1-8 right-handed. Fly ball to straightaway center. Tony Oliva ranging to his right and pulls it in for the out. Here's Malzone 0 for 1. Pasquale with the pitch. It's a 1-7 right-handed. Ground ball into the hole at short. Tovar there plants and throws in time. Larry got it. See, I knew it was an East Coast thing. I've never seen that. Never heard of it. Here's Knopp. Pasquale with the windup on a 6-8 right-handed. Knopp lines one in the left center gap. Over to try to cut it off is Killebrew. That's going to get past him, and that'll be a double for Bobby Knopp. No, you got it all, Cosmo. Mama told me not to come. Okay, 2 down. Here's Satriano. Pitcher's spot on deck. They could put him on. They're going to pitch to Tom. And on a 3-9 right-handed, he hits a routine grounder to second. Bernie Allen comes in on it, gloves it, and throws to Mincher to retire the side. No runs, a hit, 1 left for the Angels. And after 2 runs in the first on a 2-run homer by Jim Fregosi, both pitchers have been very much on their game. It'll be the bottom third of the order for the Twins as we move to the bottom of the 4th. Mookie watching from the cheap seats as usual. Bernie Allen walked in the second. No, Ben, you're not late. I started a half hour early. Welcome in. It's going to be a weird schedule through the postseason. In fact, I stupidly had made a chiropractic appointment for today, and I postponed it and rescheduled it for tomorrow afternoon. McLaughlin into the windup. The pitch to Bernie's a 5-7 left-handed, swung on and missed, strike 3. 4th strikeout for McLaughlin. To recap for Ben and anyone else, Jim Fregosi launched a 2-run homer in the first inning, and that's all the scoring. Here's the catcher Zimmerman, who walked his first time up. McLaughlin's pitch on a 5-8. That's hit high and deep to left. That's over Smith's head, and that will be a double for Zimmerman. So the backup catcher chipping in with a walk and a double. One away, and here's the pitcher, Pasquale. And here's the next beer question from Kathy, the third in a series of questions pertaining to beer. Considered the first craft beer founded in 1896 in San Francisco, it survived earthquakes, world wars, and prohibition. I don't know. The only one I can think of is Sierra Nevada Pale, and I doubt that that's the answer. The pitch to Pasquale on a 6-5 right-handed grounder to short, fielded by Fregosi, looks Zimmerman back and throws him out. Oh my goodness. There it is. Unmitigated. Welcome in unmitigated, just in time to nail it. I'm fairly sure he's right. Kathy? Here's Tovar now, runner at second, 2 down. Caesar 1 for 2 today. McLaughlin's pitch on a 2-3, grounder down to first. Sebring will take that to the bag himself, and the 4th inning comes to a close. No runs, a hit, 1 left for Minnesota. We've completed 4. It's 2-0 Angels. Angels going for their 5th win in a row. For those just coming in, due to my fake-out early start. Before we go to the 5th, Joe Boo needs a refill. I've been watching this new series on Paramount called Landman, with Billy Bob Thornton. I love Billy Bob Thornton. Only 1 season now, but a second one is coming. Hello, Al. Yeah, I'll try not to do that. Some of the start times may vary due to the postseason. Okay, 5th inning. McLaughlin to lead things off. I like it, but I mean, I'm a big Billy Bob Thornton fan. Thanks, Frank, but you know, I can't really, I can't infringe on the Yankee Clippers territory like that. Pasquale pitching to McLaughlin on a 2-7, struck him out. McLaughlin strikes out for the 2nd time, not all that surprisingly. And here's Jose Cardinal. Oh, yeah, of course. I watched all the Dexters. Breaking Bad, Better Call Saul, pretty much all the big ones. Pasquale with the windup on a 5-3 to Cardinal. He flies one to right field X. Hall, the good outfielder, patrolling 2E8. And here's the play. On a 9 error range. It's a 4 on an 8. And that's going to be a 2-base error on Jimmy Hall. Holy cow. That's an E9, first error of the game. And it's a rare error for Jimmy Hall. In fact, for Jimmy, just his 3rd error of the season. That puts Cardinal in scoring position with one down, and here's Willie Smith. Pasquale checks the runner. 6-3 left-handed grounder to the pitcher X. Pasquale tested again. He's a 2-E-0. And here's the play on an 11. Error range, 5 on a 0. He makes the play easily. Well, don't do that, man. It's not worth it. I could drive like everybody else too, but I'm not gonna. Here's Fregosi, home run and a double. The pitch from Pasquale on a 110 line drive right into the glove of Rich Rollins. So Fregosi's bid for a third hit is denied. He hit it hard, but right at the third baseman. And for the Angels in the fifth, no runs, no hits, a man left. There was an error. McLaughlin takes the mound for the fifth. His first inning of potential fatigue, by the way. Let Toonces drive, or Mookie. Oh, no planes. Here's the next question from Kathy regarding beer. What is the first foreign beer sold in Germany? Bass Ale, Bud, Sam Adams, or Heineken? We'll let you guys absorb that one as the Angels come to bat in the... Nope, sorry. As the Twins come to bat in the bottom of the fifth. I'm with you, Ben. It sounds like a trick question. I would have said Heineken. No, it's not Heineken. Here's Rollins, 0 for 1 with a walk. McLaughlin set now. Into the windup, comes in with a 210 right-handed. It's a high fly ball to deep left. Smith backing up at the track, at the wall. It's gone. And the Twins are on the board on a home run by Rich Rollins. Let's take another look at it. 210 to 14, he rolls the 2. For Rich Rollins, that is his 6th home run of the season, and it makes the score 2-1. Here's Oliva now, 0 for 2. McLaughlin gets the sign. He comes in with a 4-7 left-handed grounder to second base, scooped up by Knopp, who throws him out, 1 away. Well, that leaves 1. Here's Mitcher, 1 for 2. McLaughlin with the pitch, 4-5 left-handed, grounder shortstop X. Fregosi will be tested again. 236 into the hole goes Jim Fregosi on a 5 diving stop to his feet, throws him out. Nice play Fregosi to take a possible hit away from Don Mincher. Two down, nobody on, and Harmon Killebrew is the batter. He's 1 for 2 today. McLaughlin gets the sign. 6-11 righty, and he loses him ball 4. And now somebody better get busy in the Angel bullpen, as one more hitter walk will fatigue Jim McLaughlin. Left, right. They're going to get Mini Rojas up and throwing. They used Burdett in real life. Burdett is available, but remember he worked an inning and a third in the opener. Not that they didn't pitch both games of a doubleheader back then, because they did it really quite frequently. Sam Adams was the first import to Germany to ever pass their very rigorous standards. You know, I forgot all about Sam Adams. I used to drink that. I haven't had one of those in ages. Here's Jimmy Hall with a runner at first and 2 down. McLaughlin, the pitch. 3-6, high fly ball to right center. Cardinal and Kirkpatrick converging at the wall. It's gone. And Jimmy Hall with a 2-run homer with 2 outs in the 5th gives the Twins the lead. It also knocks McLaughlin out of the game as here comes Bill Rigney. Jimmy Hall, with his 13th home run of the season, has given Minnesota the lead. That'll end his day at 4 2/3. Six hits, 3 runs, all earned. He walked 4. Struck out 4. And in comes Mini Rojas, the right-hander. Rojas has been the Angels' best pitcher this season. 4-1 with a save, 1.97 ERA, mostly out of relief. He has made 2 starts. He completed both of them, and they were both shutouts. How about that? 2 starts, 2 complete game shutouts. This is his 19th appearance out of the pen. And Hall finishes dancing around the bases to the familiar refrain of Green Acres. And here's Bernie Allen. Rojas ready to go to work now. 4-4 left-handed, fly ball to shallow right. Kirkpatrick coming hard, and he's there to make the catch to retire the side. 3 runs for the Twins. On 2 hits, nobody left, and after 5 complete, Twins lead at 3-2. Pasquale, rated 6 for starter endurance, will be in his first inning of potential fatigue as we move to the 6th. And Hall atones for his error with a 2-run shot. Did his error lead to a run? No, it did not. Okay, I thought maybe I missed one there. Norm Seaburn will lead off the 6th. He's 1 for 2 today. And welcome, Mangler. How you doing? Pasquale with the windup down the pitch. It's a 2-7 righty, and he loses in ball 4. A leadoff walk to Seaburn, and just like that, the tying run is aboard. That'll bring up Ed Kirkpatrick. He's 0 for 2 today. Camilo working from the stretch. 2-12 righty, base hit up the middle. Open single to center. Seaburn 9. Oliva with a -2 arm, 1-7. No chance. Seaburn will stop at second. Station to station for Norm Seaburn. Yep. Good job, Franklin. I didn't think that one was going to stay on the board long. The question was, what beer used croaking frogs in their ad? Here's Frank Malzone, 0 for 2. The pitch is a 5-8 right-handed grounder, second base X. Tough chance for Allen. It could be 2, 322. Here's the play on a 20. Allen has it, flips it to Tovar for 1, on to Mincher, 4-6-3 double play. Take care, Frank. We'll see you tomorrow. Tomorrow, I'm pretty sure, I should look at these things in advance, but I'm pretty sure I'll be back to the regular time. That's kind of tough, though, isn't it? I don't know. See, chiropractor at 4:15. I'm going to take a short break for the restroom and ponder this one. Tuesday we have Seattle, Detroit at 1:08 Pacific. Okay, we're back. I'm going to go ahead and roll at the usual time. I can't start any later, as that might not allow me enough time to get to the chiropractor. And thank you kindly, Unmitigated Golf, for the super chat. Much appreciated. Yeah, tomorrow I'll be on at the regular 1:30 time. I can follow the game while I'm rolling. Tomorrow will be a busy day with the chiropractor. He's hard to get in to see, though. I really wanted to get in right after my trip. This is how long it's taken me. When did I get back? 22nd, 23rd? Something like that. Okay. Bottom of the sixth, Jerry Zimmerman to start things off. Zimmerman with a walk and a double so far. Rojas, the windup and the pitch is a 6-5. That's going to be a high fly ball to deep left field. Back is Smith at the track, at the wall. Smith jumps up, tries to make the catch, just misses it, and it's off the wall. Zimmerman cruising into second with a leadoff double. Oh, man, he just missed getting that one out of here. Taking another look on a 6-5 homer to 6. He has the power against righties and rolls the 7. Pascual will swing away. The pitch on a 2-11, fly ball to straightaway center. Cardinal is right there to make the catch in. Zimmerman will hold at second. Here's Tovar now, 1 for 3. Rojas checks the runner. Gets his sign. The pitch is a 5-8 right-handed grounder, second base X. That's the Gold Glover Knopf, 117. On an 18, he's got it, throws him out as Zimmerman moves over to third. So a nice play by Knopf to retire Tovar. Runner at third, 2 down, and here's Rich Rollins, who launched a home run his last time up. Uh-oh. Thank you, Larry. I don't know why I thought that ended the inning. Normally I rewind it, but under the circumstances, we're just going to roll Knopf's at bat. Runner on third, 2 down. 3-2, he flies it harmlessly into left field where where Killebrew makes the catch to end the inning. And I seriously think I'm going to watch the Mariners and the Tigers while I'm doing this tomorrow. That should be interesting. I better have plenty of coffee in me. Shoot! I better have plenty of coffee in me tomorrow. So Zimmerman's double will stand. 2 down, here's Rollins. The pitch from Rojas is a 4-11 right-handed fly ball to straightaway center. Cardinal backing up a bit and hauls it in to retire the side. No runs, a hit, 1 left. Through 6, it's Twins 3, Angels 2. Next beer trivia from Kathy Harden is, whose slogan is, "It can't get any better than this." Malzone grounded into a double play. That sounds familiar, but I can't put my finger on it. Where do all these hairs come from? Oh, Al, that was priceless. Hello there, Gerald. Oh my goodness. Mookie, is that your slogan? It can't get any better than this? Oh my goodness. Tom Satriano will lead off the second. He's grounded to second both times. Camilo Pascual into the windup now. On a 6-7 left-handed, swung on and missed, strike 3. And let's add him up now. That is just 3 strikeouts for Pascual. And the Angels are going to bat for McLaughlin. I'm sorry, not McLaughlin, Rojas. Let me take a look at my computer here for a minute. I want to take a look at Fred Newman's card. No, we don't want him in there in a close game. Looks like Lou Burdett's going to pitch after all. Well, as mentioned, he did pitch both games of the doubleheader. One out, nobody on. They're going to send up Paul Shaw to try to get on base. Shaw among the league leaders in drawing walks. Batting .250, 4 home runs, 15 RBIs. Let's see what we got in the beer world here now. It can't get any better than this. Old Milwaukee, Bing. Unmitigated favorite beer slogan is, "It works every time." Here's past the wall now. 4-11, fly to left field X. Tough chance for Killebrew, 4-E-10. Killebrew lumbering towards the line. Here's the play on a 4. He's not going to get there. That rolls into the corner. Shaw out of the box in a hurry and cruises into second with a stand-up double. Thought about going to third, but then thought better of it. And the tying run is in scoring position with one away. Top of the order for the Angels. Action in the Twins' pen. Jim Merritt throwing down there, the left-hander. I love that. It works every time. You know, if you drink enough of it, they all work every time. Here's Cardinal, 1-for-3. Pasquale checks the runner at second. The full windup. The pitch is a 5-3 righty. Fly to right field X. Jimmy Hall with a chance to redeem himself, racing towards the line. 2-E-8 on the error range. It's a 10 on an E8 and a fine running catch by Hall. Shaw can tag up on that. 14-16. 0 arm. He's out on a 20, holds at second, 17 through 19. He's going to tag and take third. So Shaw at third base now, but there's 2 away, and Willie Smith steps to the plate. Smith 0-for-3 on the day. Pasquale a glance at third, now set. On a 3-6 righty, slow roller to first. Mincher has it, flips to Pasquale, covering. Close play at first, but he is out. No runs, a hit, 1 left. As we go to the stretch, it is 3-2 Twins. We're going to need a new Angel pitcher, and it will be Lou Burdett. And now a word from our sponsor. Hey, got a big job interview tomorrow, but feeling a little nervous? Well, knock back a couple of shots of Hennigan's, and you'll be loose as a goose and ready to roll in no time. And best of all, it's odorless. There's Mookie. Hey, Mookie, say hello. Says, no, I don't want to. No, unmitigated, that's from Seinfeld. One of my favorite Kramer moments. Hi, Mook. He's giving me the stink eye, I think. Every day we gotta do it. Oh. The other one, I forget the other one, but it ends with, and since it's odorless, well, it'll be our little secret. Hennigan spells Hennigan. Oh man, Franklin, that blows. Nagala? Oh, I've never heard of that one. Oh man, Ben. Do you mean you picked it up, or you had to pick him up? Nagila, thank you, Al. Like Gila Monster. Only different. Why am I cut off here? Hang on a minute. We got to get more card in the picture. There we go. All right, back to the ball game. Bottom of the seventh. Twins clinging to a one-run lead, and they'll send up the heart of the order against Lou Burdett. Burdett on the year, 3-1 with a 3.34. Oliva 0 for 3. Burdett into the windup. 6-8 left-hander ripped into right center. This could go to the gap and does. Oliva rounds. Kirkpatrick gets it back in, and Oliva in with a stand-up double. Oliva with his first hit of the ball game, and that's going to bring up Don Mincher. The Angels without a lefty in the pen. And Burdett will face the left-handed Mincher. Mincher 1 for 3 on the day. Harmon Killebrew on deck. He made the calendar, Gerald. Remind me to get to that at the break after the seventh. 1 for 3 is Mincher. Burdett Full windup, 6-5 lefty, grounder to shortstop X. That's going to be Fregosi once again. 2E36. Big play. Here it is on a 3. Diving stop by Fregosi. To his feet, throws across in time. What a play by Jim Fregosi. That's going to be a web gem as he robs Mincher of a sure single. I do remember Zima. I tried it. I didn't care for it. But I was young. Here's Killebrew now. Hall on deck. Thinking about pitching around Killebrew, Jimmy Hall launched a 2-run blast his last time up. Burdette will take his chances with the right-hander. And here's the pitch on a 5-10 high fly ball to shallow left. Smith jogging in now, waiting on it, and makes the grab for the second out. And now you've got Hall or the red-hot Bernie Allen behind him. They're going to pitch to Jimmy Hall. 4-4. Fly ball to center field X. Tough chance for Cardinal. Excellent center fielder. 2E3 on his horse. Here's the play on a 20. He makes a fine running catch to retire the side. Nice play, Cardinal. Boy, if that got in, that would have scored a run. No runs, a hit, 1 left on, and through 7. Still 3-2 Twins. Going to the 8th now. Let's take a look at the Minnesota defense. Okay, Killebrew's going to come out for defense. Tovar will move to left, where he's a 3E2 -1. And going in Killebrew's spot will be the shortstop, you guessed it, Zoilo. Zoilo Versailles will come in and take over at short. He is a 244. Pasquale entering his 3rd endurance inning, facing the heart of the Angel order. And Al Worthington has joined Jim Merritt in the Twins bullpen. First, I'll show you the calendar, Gerald. He made the calendar. And you can find more information on the calendar on my Patreon page. Excuse me. He's August 26. He was a kitten then. That was around the time I was first training him to ride in the car. I had quite a bit of Lone Star when I was in Texas, including at the Astrodome back in the mid-70s. That's what they had. Probably still do. although obviously not the Astrodome anymore. Yazima had kind of a metallic, I want to say lime, it had a kind of a quinine taste to it. If I remember right. Heart of the order for the Angels. They trail by a run as we go to the 8th. Fregosi, 2 for 3 with a home run and a double. Pasquale into the windup. That's going to be a 1-11 right-handed grounder down to third, fielded there by Rollins, who throws him out, 1 down. Camilo Pasquale with 3 complete games on the season so far. All 3 of them shutouts. And here's Norm Seaburn, 1 for 2 with the walk. Pasquale's pitch is a 6-8 left-handed. That's ripped to right center. That could go into the gap. It will be a long single for Seaburn. Triple to 10, he rolls to 20. And Seaburn, 2 for 3 with a walk today. Twins thinking about bringing in Merritt. Figured the Angels would counter with Rick Reichart, who pinch hit in this game in real life. And they'll take their chances with Ed. Kirkpatrick 1 for 3 today. The pitch from Pasquale on a 6-7 lefty swung on and missed, strike 3. And it will be up to Malzone. Here's the pitch. 3-6 righty, pops him up left side. Zoilo Versailles makes the grab, and that will do it in the 8th. No runs, a hit, 1 left. Angels already used their other third baseman, Paul Shaw, to pinch hit. And Lou Burdette will come out for his 2nd inning of work. Let me refresh my screen here. Bear with me. Thank you, Gerald. Yeah, I was quite pleased. And they lowered their price about 4 times. The initial offering was, with shipping, was going to be like $40-some, and I passed. So it went down from $29.99 to $19.99. So they lowered it twice. Then it went to $9.99 in shipping, and that's when I sprung for it. So I see what game they're playing. But with shipping $18, yeah, I'll pay that to have a calendar of Mookie. Hell, your average calendar at the store anymore is at least $20, so why not? Twins will send up Allen and Zimmerman, and most likely Pasquale. He's earned the chance to try to complete this one. Or has he? Worthington is ready. We'll see how it plays out. Here's Bernie Allen, 0 for 2 with a walk. Burdette with the pitch, 3-6, pop out right side. Seaburn will take it, 1 down. Here's the catcher, Zimmerman. 2 doubles and a walk today. Fine day at the plate for Jerry Zimmerman. Who gets a pitch on a 2-11 base hit into right field. Zimmerman's been on all 4 times. And now with a runner at first, the Twins are going to pinch hit for Pasquale. I feel like this is not my usual MO. But what the heck. Ted Eulander will be the batter. They're going to bring on Al Worthington for the 9th. I'd like to see Pasquale go the distance, but a 6-inning starter in a game the Twins really want to win. We're going to hand the ball over to Al Worthington. So here's Eulander. Just 5 for 29 so far. He does have a home run. Left-handed hitter. From the stretch now, 1-7 righty, grounder to second base. Knopp to Fregosi for 1, on to Seaburn, 4-6-3 double play. That'll wrap it up in the 8th there. We go to the 9th. 3-2 Twins. $16 for no pizza? I never tried Billy Beer. I never saw it in the stores, actually. Who knows? Maybe that never made it out west either. Pasquale went 8 today. He allowed 8 hits, 2 runs. He walked only 1 and struck out 1, 2, 3, 4. Bobby Knopp will lead it off. We'll see about Satriano. And there will definitely be a batter for the pitcher. Worthington 3-4 with 7 saves. The ERA, however, high at 4.97, 25 1/3 innings of work. Hang on, I gotta read this. Put an order at Papa John's, gave them $16, and they gave me no pizza. Well, I certainly would not let that one go. In fact, I would say let the ripping commence. Ninth inning. Angels trail by a run. Again, thank you everybody for being here to watch today. I do appreciate it. Knopp 1 for 3 with a double. Worthington gets the sign. The windup and the pitch on a 6-8. Knopp lifts it the other way to right field where Hall is patrolling, and he makes the catch for the first out. Let's take a look at the California bench now. Yeah, they're going to bat for Satriano. Rick Reichart will hit for Satriano. Reichart batting .307, among the league leaders in home runs with 15, and he has 35 runs batted in. Reichart steps in from the right side. Worthington with the windup, the pitch. 6-8 righty. He lifts it the other way to right. Almost the same spot. And Hall makes the catch, and the Angels are down to their last out. And it'll be a pinch hitter for the pitcher. And trying to go for the downs here, they're going to send up Joe Adcock. Adcock also pinch hit in this game in real life. What did Adcock do in the opener? Adcock started the opener. He was 2 for 5, a double and a single, drove in a run. So the last chance for the Angels. Worthington gets the sign. Here's the pitch to Adcock on a 3-10 right-handed. It's a high fly ball to deep left field. Back is Oliva. It's gone. Unbelievable. Down to their final out. Adcock steps to the plate, rolls the 3-10 clean blast, and ties the ball game. Holy crap. Home run number 7 for Joe Adcock. And man, did that take the air out of the stadium. So they're going to need a catcher now. That's going to be Rogers. Here's Cardinal, 1 for 4. Worthington's pitch on a 6-7 swung on and missed, strike 3, and we're going to the bottom of the 9th inning tied. Joe Adcock comes off the bench, delivers a 2-out pinch hit home run to the deepest part of the ballpark. And we're going to need a new pitcher for California. Jack Sanford will take over. Two innings for Burdett. Wow. And then there is silence at the future home of Mall of America. I have a question, Ben. Is it exactly on that site as the old stadium? Or is just in the city is the home of it? Dramatic home run in any case. Holy cow, you can't script them like this. Twins will have the top of the order against Sanford. Sanford 2 and 3, 5.4, split duty between starting and relieving. And the top of the order for the Twins with Cesar Tovar to lead it off. He's 1 for 4. Sanford gets the sign. Here's the pitch on a 3-10 righty, and he loses in ball 4. That makes Bill Rigney nervous, and Bob Lee's going to get up. Lee worked in the opener. Rogers is behind the plate now, so let's check him. He's a -2. 2E3 -2. Sanford is 0, so Tovar 15 held on at 13. And Rich Rollins the batter. Rollins 1 for 3 with a home run of his own in this game. Sanford out of the stretch. 1-7 fly ball to straightaway center. Cardinale backs up a bit and hauls it in. And here's Tony Oliva, doubled his last time up, 1 for 4. Sanford checks the runner, comes to the plate, 3-4 right-handed, struck him out. And it will be up to Don Mincher. Zoilo in the on-deck circle. Sanford pitched to Mincher on a 2-7. He loses him ball 4. And the winning run moves into scoring position with 2 down. Then it will be up to Zoilo. Zoilo came in for defense. This will be his first plate appearance of the day. Versailles batting .249 with 3 home runs and 22 RBIs. Sanford studying the signs, the windup, the pitch. 1-6, high fly ball to left, homer 1 only. Smith back and makes the catch to send the game into extra innings. We played 9 and it wasn't enough. Three, we go to the 10th inning here. Didn't we just have an extra inning game? No, that was on Friday. Still fairly recently. Holy tamales. Al Worthington comes out for his second inning of work. It'll be Smith, Fregosi, and Seaburn. And yes, sirree, as Ben states, this is why we play the game. Hope the beer lasts. Smith 0 for 4, standing in from the left side. Worthington with a windup down the pitch. It's a 5-7, swung on and missed, strike 3. That'll bring up Fregosi, 2 for 4, homered way back in the first. Worthington set now. 3-8 right-handed. He bangs a base hit up the middle, and Fregosi's aboard. Fregosi a triple short of the cycle. Theoretically, he could get another at bat. 1 away runner at first. Fregosi a star 16. Worthington a 0, Zimmerman a -1, so Fregosi a 15, held on at 13, and here's Seaburn. Seaburn 2 hits and a walk today. Worthington from the stretch. 4-9 lefty, and he loses him ball 4. That pushes the go-ahead run into scoring position. And here's Ed Kirkpatrick. Furthermore, one more hit or walk will fatigue Worthington. As Dwight Siebler, the right-hander, begins throwing in the Minnesota pen. Ed Kirkpatrick in the left-handed box. Worthington with the windup. The pitch 5-7 lefty, swung on and missed, strike three. Big strikeout there for Al Worthington. And it will be up to Malzone, or will it? It will. They don't really have another option at third base. Worthington pitching to Frank Malzone. 6'8" right-handed. He lifts it the other way to right field. Routine for Jimmy Hall. And we're going to the bottom of the 10th. No runs a hit, 2 left on for California. And Sanford will take the mound for his second inning of work. Jimmy Hall will lead it off for Minnesota. Hall with a home run to his credit today, 1 for 4. Sanford gets the sign from Rogers. Here's the pitch. It's a 3-5 right-handed base hit up the middle, and Hall is aboard. Leadoff single from Hall. -2 battery now, no threat to run. Let's check the Twins bench. Allison with a 5 to get the lead. He'd never get the lead. They could go to Valdespino. Hurts the defense, but you know what? They got to do it. Sandy Valdespino will come on and pinch run for Jimmy Hall. A star 15, 13 not held. They're going to have to hold him on. The run's too important. Held at 11. He won't be able to steal due to the 9, 10, and 12 automatic caught, but he does force the hold on. And Bernie Allen is the batter. An obvious bunting situation, and Allen a terrible bunter. They do not have another second baseman. Allen came into this game red hot. He's going to swing from the stretch. 1-7, liner to second, single to 13, and that is on the line. That'll be a re-roll. Single to 13, speared by Knopp. Liner to second, 1 down. Here's the catcher Zimmerman, who has not been retired today. Walked in the first, doubled in the fourth, doubled again in the 6th, and singled in the 8th. What have they got on the bench? Moving into the on-deck circle is Russ Nixon. Sanford's pitch to Zimmerman, 4-6. That's left center base hit. That could be extra bases, and it is a long single for Zimmerman. But Valdespino hustles into third base, and now the winning run is 90 feet away. And that's going to bring, well, he'll wait. Rigney will wait until the pinch hitter is announced, and he's going to Bob Lee. Fifth Angel pitcher of the contest. Sanford goes 1 1/3. Larry's back. I tell you, I'm getting hungry. All right. Bottom of the 10th in a tie game. First and third, one away. Russ Nixon at the plate. Nixon has not played much this year. As a matter of fact, he has not played at all. This is going to be his first at bat of the season. Can you believe that? I'm kind of surprised. California will have to bring the infield in. Looking for a really good bunter on the bench. Lee, of course, the save leader on the team with 10. Not a save situation. A glance at the runner at first from the stretch. It's going to be a 2-3. Ground ball to third B. With the infield in, they've got the lead man. That's going to be a 5-2 force. So the infield in saves a run. They nail Valdespino at the plate. And a huge play for California. It'll be up to Tovar. Yeah, a C hit and run without a runner held. Not really a good probability play, Larry. First and second, 2 out. It's up to Tovar. Lee with the pitch. It's a 2-3 grounder down to first. Seaburn takes it himself, and we're going to the 11th. No runs, 2 hits, 2 left. And it's another marathon here. Here's Al Worthington once again. Knopp, Rogers, and the pitcher's spot due up. Bobby Knopp 1 for 4 today, starting off the 11th inning here in a 3-3 tie. Worthington gets the sign from Zimmerman. Here's the pitch on a 4-11, swung on and missed, strike 3. It's the 4th strikeout for Worthington. And here's the catcher, Bob Rogers, his first at bat of the day. Switch hitter batting left-handed. 6'5" lefty, swung on and missed, strike 3. And now the Angels will send up a batter for Lee. Oh, I should have double switched with Lee. Too late now. Fred Newman warming in the pen. And Jackie Warner will step to the plate. Jackie Warner, with 13 home runs on the season, could give the Angels the lead with 1 shot. Worthington with the windup and the pitch. That's a 6-4 right-handed fly to center field X. That's going to be Oliva. Oliva on his horse. 2E10. Here's the play on a 2. He can't get it. That drops for a base hit. That would have been a tough play for anybody, and Warner is aboard. Warner a 13 runner. That's good enough. As both benches running a bit thin now. Jose Cardenal will be the hitter. He is 1 for 5 today. Thanks, Ben. Worthington's pitch. 6-7 swung on and missed, strike 3. And Worthington strikes out 3 in the inning. The Angels leave a man. And we go to the bottom of the 11th. So for Worthington, that's 6 strikeouts in 3 innings of work. Wait a minute. Didn't we hit for Worthington? Eulander hit there. Yes, we did with Nixon. I forgot to write that in. So Worthington shouldn't have even been pitching the 9th, should he? God, I really effed this up. I gotta remember to pull the card when I do that. This is right, isn't it? I'm so sorry. I really messed that one up. Okay, it's back to the replay board. Heck, I just pinch hit for him, too. Okay, I'm going to look at these rolls with Siebler on the mound. Knopp was up first. I lost my crowd noise, but I'll worry about that later. So sorry. So sorry. Let's see how we're going to work this. A 4-11 for Knopp would have been a base hit to center. This is the best way I can think of to repair the damage here. Then Rogers comes up. He throws a 6-5 fly to left field. One down. Jackie Warner, the batter. Pinch hitting is Warner. Maybe he'll make an out and it'll even out. It's a 6-5 fly ball to right field. Two down. And here's Cardinal. I'm sorry, it's a 6-4 fly to center. X, same thing it was. So that's a fine play by Oliva. Whoops, wrong thing. 8X there. Now Cardinal is up. Knopf at first rather than Warner. Six, 7, double to 4. That's going to be a 2-star single for Cardinal. Knopf to third. So hopefully that is acceptable. So we're still in the top of the 11th. Lee has been hit for. We already know that. So it's first and third, 2 down. Where the hell is my crowd noise? There it is. Willie Smith will bat in the top of the 11th. Runners at the corners and 2 away. The pitch from Dwight Siebler on a 2-9 struck him out. So a slightly different scoring, but the end result is the same. And it will be Fred Newman coming out of the Angel bullpen, the only player left down there. Well, they've got Rubio and Sukla. And Howie Reed, all computer-only cards. Thank you, Joel. I just batted for him with frickin' Nixon. I didn't write it in. Rich Rollins to lead things off in the bottom of the 11th. 1 for 4 with a walk as Newman goes into the windup on a 2-6 right-handed. It's a high fly ball to deep left field. Backing up is Smith at the track, at the wall. He climbs the wall. Gone! Oh my goodness, and the fans go wild as Rollins walks it off with his second home run of the ball game. Let's take another look. 2-6 to 11. He rolls the 11. Doesn't get any closer than that, as Rich Rollins has just hit his 7th home run of the season to win the ball game, and the crowd goes wild. Four to 3 in 11. And the Angel winning streak stops at 4. I will try to unravel the totals here in a moment. Fred Newman takes the loss. He faced one batter and the ball left the yard. He's now 1-5. Dwight Siebler gets the win. Siebler squares his mark at 1-1. So Worthington worked 2, gave up 2 hits and a run, 1 walk, 3 strikeouts. Siebler in his inning, 2 hits, no runs, no walks, and a strikeout. Rojas in his inning and a third gave up 1 hit, no runs, no walks, no strikeouts. Burdette worked 2, gave up 2 hits, no runs, no walks, no strikeouts. Sanford an inning and a third. He gave up 2 hits, no runs, 2 walks, and a strikeout. Lee 2/3 of an inning, got his 2 batters. And there you have it. And with 2 home runs, including a walk-off, the chief Spokane Gary player of the game can be none other than Rich Rollins. The Twins pull it out in 11 with 4 runs, 12 hits and an error. Angels 3 runs, 12 hits, no errors. A lot of hits in this one. Well, I feel bad I screwed up the Worthington thing in the top of the 11th. But under the circumstances, that's about the best we can do. There was no doubt about Rollins' home run, however. Let's take a look at the schedule. Tomorrow it's going to be the Cleveland Indians at the New York Yankees. It'll be John O'Donohue for the Indians, Fritz Peterson for the Yankees. 1:30/4:30. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Kenyon. Thank you, Kathy. Thanks for the beer questions, Kathy. Regular time, Ben, 1:30 Pacific, 4:30 Eastern. I just saw the dreaded white circle there for a moment. Well, I'm going to get something to eat. Hopefully you enjoyed that. I will strive to do better tomorrow. In the meantime, enjoy the games, enjoy your evening, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care, everybody. So long for now.